Hello. I've been trying to write out what I would like from the month of August for our emotional awareness experiment. And I realised that it's very difficult for me to write it with my open head. So I thought I would speak about it instead. And from there, maybe translate that and add it. So I am a body-based coach. And the further I've got into human design, the more I've realised how much we miss, how much we skip the first step, which is coming into the body, because it's all the sensations in our body that are sending messages up to the head. So this is the way somatic therapy and internal family systems work. And it's also the way human design works. So the root, the emotional system, the spleen, the sacral, they're all trying to send their energy up to the throat to be expressed. And they're all sending their stories up to the mind. And so when we come into the body and we start to listen to the body, and we have a practice where we listen to the body. For example, I had a builder who bizarrely was born on the same day as me, but a few years later. And he was unemotional and I am emotional. And there were days when my wave would be doing anything and I would be doing nothing. It was just my aura, because I spend a lot of time just holding my own emotions. And he would just slide out the door. I mean, he loved me. I know that's a strange thing to say for the builder, but he did. He kept writing to me, "You're amazing," and all sorts of things like that. And the story is bigger than that. No relationship, but the story is bigger. But he would slide out the door. So he if there was emotion, he would just slide out the door. And if I wasn't holding my emotions and knew what he was doing, and I had been, for example, in a relationship with him, as an emotional being, I would have felt neglected and abandoned. And so we have this dynamic where the people with an undefined emotional system are sliding out the door, and the people with the emotional system are then exploding even more. And all any of us can do is hold ourselves. So the emotional person must learn to hold themselves and to see. And the unemotional person needs to learn to stay. Or to say, "I'm walking out the door and I will come back." And that's much easier to say than to do. Because the imprinting has been with you since you were a baby. You came out of the womb trying to soothe the emotional waters, hoping for a day when it would all be still. And it's below your conscious awareness, so it's in the cells of the body. Same for the emotional person, but that's not what we're on about here. So when we have practices of breath and listening to the body, we can find ourselves able to hold that space. Or if we can't, we can leave it for a few minutes and come back and breathe and hold that space. And really, what I would like from this month is the start of that, the start of changing inside you so that your relationships improve. Because it only takes one of us. It takes either one undefined emotional person to understand this isn't them, that feeling is in the other person. Each one of us has the capacity to change our world and then the world of the people around us. You know, for me, by not kicking off because I've been neglected, by me understanding what's going on, I've changed that dynamic. And for each of you with your open emotional system, when you're able to stay, then the other person's not going to kick off. So the wave doesn't start bouncing crazily inside that person because it's held. So when we hold ourselves and all the things that are going inside us, we can hold the other person and the people around us. And so what I would like is for us to have 2 workshops together where we have questions and answers and sharings, and the sharings bring forth ideas and ways of dealing with situations, so that through that we're armed with tools that can take us into the next month, into the autumn, the fall, if most of you are American, the autumn, where we have all these holiday family seasons. And, there's time to practice, 21 days at least to practice to change a pattern in our body, because essentially that's what we're going to do. And the other side of it is that we will go through each gate, and as it crosses the moon, with awareness. And I'm going to suggest that we write about it. We write about those energies and see where they've come up inside us. So I will send you a way to do this, and then we can also share that. And lastly, there's knowledge. And I'm not really the person to go to. The knowledge is everywhere. However, I will create a PDF file with every single piece of emotional quotes from Ra that I can find, and each of the gates as we go through them, so that you have that as a resource at the end of it to take away with you. So I'm really hoping that this is a deep embodiment experience. So the knowledge is there, but we embody it and we gain awareness and we change the pattern that way. I do hope you'll join me. I'm very excited about this. So much love. Bye.